Hi, Judy, and welcome to the UK Lebanon Tech Hub. It was nice having you here, and thank you for your talk.
Thank you. It was my pleasure to be here. I really enjoyed it.
And how are you finding Beirut? You're liking it?
I love Beirut. I've only been here about 30 hours, so I came in just the night before last. I think one of the most interesting things about Beirut is it's hugely varied.
Right.
I love seeing the beautiful skyscrapers and things that you have all over the place, and then seeing just that massive difference in the kinds of buildings that are out there, and old next to new. And I'm not gonna lie, your food is amazing. So good.
I'm glad you're having a good time. Is it your first time here?
It is my first time in Lebanon. It is my first time in Beirut. It is my first time in the Middle East.
That's great. I'm glad it was Beirut then.
I think this is a perfect way to start.
So based on your talk, what are the 3 main sales tips that you would give the startups?
I think the biggest sales tip to give a startup is about making things easy. So if we can use that as one of the tips, it's about making it easy for them to make a decision, easy for our market to find us, and easy for our market to be comfortable with us and to trust us so that they will be happy to buy from us. We ask a lot of trust from our market as a startup. We ask them to use a product or engage in a service that has not yet been tried and tested in all the different possible ways. So we ask for a lot of trust. So that's a really, how can we make it easier for them to know that we have their best interests at heart? The second big tip I would offer is actually one that I was just discussing a moment ago, and that would be around leveraging your network.
Okay.
So naturally, we all come into this. Some of us come from different backgrounds, but whatever it is that we know, we have huge networks of people that are accessible to us through our social media connections, but also friends of friends of friends. But people that that are in startups, they need to find that support network. They need to find companies that they can go and talk to, people they can interview, and a lot of times the network is a perfect place to find that, whether it's from finding a business partner to help you bring your idea to market, or whether it's finding somebody to test your product. That's a great resource. And then the third big sales tip that I would offer is to know your margin, to know how you're going to make a profit on this, and whether you're a nonprofit or whether you're a commercial enterprise, you really have to understand the way that the numbers are going to work out so that you can make a viable offering. So really understand your profit model.
Right. That's great. Well, based on that second tip, do you think your background and your network helped out bringing your product into the market? Or did you learn on the way?
I think my background is quite varied. So my background is in enterprise technology. But I created a wearable. So the product that I actually released was a wearable last year with my co-founder, Steve Clark. And so I do think that having a background in product strategy and in product management absolutely helped me, because that's given me a background in understanding the full sweep of product. So everything from design to development to marketing to sales to support, I've seen it all in the enterprise world. So that's definitely helped. But from a wearable perspective, and even from a consumer product perspective, that was all learning on the ground, because I'd never done that before. And it actually became a bit of a running joke that along the journey, it was always, wow, I need to launch an e-commerce site. Well, never done that before. Oh, I need to set up a support channel. Oh, never done that before. And it was just this constant, every single day of something I'd never done before, but not being afraid to do it is what makes all the difference.
Right, so it's the journey. The journey is, so what would you tell the startups in one word or one sentence, or what would you tell them about their journey as an entrepreneur?
I would tell them to enjoy it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that seems kind of a strange recommendation, but so many people will go their whole lives without ever starting, without being ever part of a startup journey. And it's an amazing opportunity. It's an amazing experience to have. People are fascinated by it. People are always willing to sit down and listen to you tell how you brought a product to market or why. They love being around those people that create and innovate. So I want them to enjoy it. Take a picture of it, make a note what happens along the way. Create this experience for yourself.
Story.
Create your story, because even if it never comes to anything, you have that story forever.
Right. And how are you managing between being an entrepreneur and your full-time job?
I manage that with not as much sleep as I would like, but I manage it by partnering. So, and recognizing that there are things that even though I could do them, there are other people that can do them instead of me, even if that means I have to pay for it. So we use a lot of outsourced assistants. So, whether it's writing descriptions for web pages or whether it's customer support or whatever it might be, I make it a point to, make a really conscious decision whether it's something I have to do or whether it's something I can give to somebody else to do that will free up my time.
Okay, that's great. Would you like to add anything or wish the startups luck?
Of course I want to wish them luck. I hope that you guys have an amazing time. You are on the most remarkable journey, and I think that anybody who gets a chance to be a startup, it's an experience that you never get any other way. So I hope that they have an amazing experience and that they experience all the success that they deserve.
All right, thank you so much, Judy.
It's my pleasure.